This succulent might not seem like a big deal, but even the smallest plant can make the biggest difference. I'm Reagan Geyer and I'm a senior at Bonneville Online High School. I decided to do my whole project and presentation revolving around plants. I was offered to volunteer at a greenhouse in the town in Montana that my dad lives in, and I obviously took it, hence the succulent that I planted there. And I did my research paper on how plants can enhance humans' lives. First, I will be talking about my research paper. We don't actually realize how much plants can enhance and influence our lives as humans. We can think about how happy getting flowers can make us, or even a potted plant. We just know it brings us joy. But there is even more behind that. Plants can influence a lot more, such as health. That will be my first point. Plants can influence both physical and mental health. Physically, we can get exercise planting in a garden, we can get nutrients and eat healthy by the foods that we plant in that garden, such as fruits and vegetables, and we can have a faster healing time. That may seem crazy, but it's proven that patients in the hospital after procedure heal quicker if they're surrounded by plants in their hospital room. Crazy fact. And for mental, we can have more positive views if we're surrounded by plants. There's a thing called horticultural therapy, and it actually is just being around plants, and it makes you happy. They can also lower stress. If you are having a bad day or you're feeling stressed out, being around a plant will make you actually happier and turn those stressful thoughts into happier thoughts. And it can give you better sleep, which is kind of crazy, but it is. And for my second point, it will be the resources that it provides us with. Humans are very complex and we need a lot of different resources because even though we are complex, we do need a little bit of help. The first resource that it provides is oxygen. Photosynthesis is the process in which plants take in our carbon dioxide as well as light energy and some other things and creates it into different energy and sends out oxygen for us to breathe, which is a big deal because we wouldn't be living if we couldn't breathe. The second resource that it provides is nutrients. If you go home and eat plants, such as fruits and vegetables, or grains, you're getting the nutrients as you need, such as vitamins. And the third resource that it provides is medication. Some people prefer not to take over-the-counter medicines or even prescribed medicines because they have different acids in them, so a more natural way to go about it is by using plants as medication. And the third point is education. Recently, scientists have been finding fossils of plants, and it is actually helping them learn about the Earth's history. If we're able to learn about the Earth's history, then we can connect it to today's history and modern life, and learn more about that as well, which is pretty crazy because the Earth is old and there is a lot of things we do not know about it. The second point on education is medical development. There's a lot of things that we can't solve right now, like cancer and Alzheimer's, and eventually with the use of plants, we should be able to find different solutions for that. It's not certain, but it sure is headed that way. So that is my research paper, and we will go on to my project. So as I said, for my project, I worked at a greenhouse. Here's a picture of me working. I did all sorts of things, which I'll be showing you in just a second, but overall I learned a lot of different things, such as teamwork and how to take care of plants and all sorts of different exciting things. I met a lot of new people. I do have some pictures to go along with it. So this is a picture of me and one of the employees, Peyton. We were planting some pots, some hanging pots. And really interesting fact, you do actually have to break the root before you put it in. Don't break the plant, but break the root. And here I learned how to mostly work with plants. That was pretty obvious. Here's some more pictures. And then on this day, I was actually asked to do signs. So this is me scrubbing away. It kind of taught me hard work and how to not get so angry and be patient. And then after that, I actually got to write on the signs, it was kind of the best day because I have a lot of fun doing calligraphy and all that. And then this is my third day. I actually got to work up front. This was probably one of the most important days because I got to learn how to communicate with people, and well, I'm a homeschool kid, so that's kind of a big deal. It's one of my problems. But yeah, I learned to do a lot of new things, and I met a lot of new people, which was super exciting. And I also got to work with money, so I got to practice my math skills that I haven't been working on recently. And then, sorry, this keeps turning off. This was that same day. I learned how to make a floral arrangement. It kind of taught me how to push through hard things because it really is tedious, but overall it turned out just fine, and it ends up being sort of calming, and it ties back to what I said about the plants in my research. It really does take stress away working with it, and you kind of get to show off your creativity, and it gives you something to be proud of. And this day I wasn't supposed to go back. I had already gotten all of my project hours, but I guess they must have liked me, so they asked me to go back and help with prom flowers. This is some of the BOHS family. They were actually teaching me how to make the flowers. And as you can see, it's a little bit difficult. I never really got the hang of it, but it was good to know how to do it, I guess. And these were some of the ones that we made. But overall, it was a great learning experience, and I got to learn a lot of new things. I actually felt like it, I don't know, strengthened me as a person because it did teach me so many new things and brought out a lot of new things within me. It also connected to my paper because it obviously taught me about stress and how to deal with it and how to work through it with plants and all that. And then, yeah, is there any questions?
Were those for a prom? That
Yes, they have 4 different proms in the city, and
what was
it was actually really busy. They had like 150 different things to do. So.
Oh wow. What do you feel like was easier to make, I guess, the boutonniere, the corsage?
Neither.
What was your favorite part of working in the greenhouse?
I like doing the calligraphy, which kind of doesn't tie into it because I wasn't working with plants, but it was fun.
Good.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite flower?
I don't know. I like tulips. They're pretty nice.
Tulips are pretty.
Yeah.
Geraniums are pretty.
Geraniums are good for hanging pots.
Hanging baskets, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thanks for watching my presentation.